What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What's the deal of the day? First game of the day in here with y'all folks on a Friday, the 13th of January. What's the deal with y'all though, man? Boy live, tune in. Tune in, that boy live. Tune in, boy live.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap.
Desync out the gate. Somebody's running like they feet hurt. They just don't got no legs whatsoever. Esteban. Esteban.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings.
That's that bomb. Came out with the yucks.
Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And we'll see a return here from the... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. It's hard enough. Start on the road with a
like
fumble
that
on the opening kickoff. Just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because... they've talked about it all week.
That was so
From the
rude.
time they start game planning for this one. Remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Hard throw. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The kick by Joseph is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Brady. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. The pass is caught by Keenan. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady and Evans hauls it in.
Why did Smith not go for that, bro?
Mike Evans from 19 yards away. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
This jit should not be in the game right here, bro.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Oh my goodness. Please, can I get this?
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Cousins again. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Steps away to his left. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Evans. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage from 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Cousins now. Looking for Thielen. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
There's no fucking way.
Succop for the extra point.
There's no way this is happening to me.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. Two more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things have
How are you not catching the ball? I'm rocket catching it, bro.
But the way to open up to run the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins. And
this guy's dropping balls, bro.
It looked like he had a pretty good line on that. Well, that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I'm going to have to sit, little bro.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
I was bullshitting that first drive. The very first drive, I should have scored. Yeah, a whole different ball game. Lock yourself out of your house.
A yard or 2 deep. Here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's got room at the 30. Still going. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Cousins on 4th down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Play fake. Cousins. Being chased. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. to the ground. Cook. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Vikings. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Joseph now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
No.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost caught.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Bite him.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Completes this to Jefferson.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First down, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll throw again. Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
No way.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll get this to Kene Nwangu, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get 1 piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Cook, they'll try and run it. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreak.